Yay! Okay. Looks like we're live. I'm recording this session. Welcome everybody. I'm glad to have all you here one more time. I have really exciting news to share with all of you. There is a noise somewhere. I'm gonna mute Julia and I'm gonna mute Ricardo. But you guys feel free to unmute yourself anytime. It's just so we ensure we have a good connection to everybody. I'm going to Nora as well. I can hear myself in her computer. Ola, are you listening to us now? Oh, I don't think she is. Let me just. Can someone type in the link of YouTube to Alexandra and tell her to connect to the other? I'm going to start sharing my screen. Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry I cannot turn on. Sorry I cannot turn on my my camera today. For some reason, Hangout is not letting me do that. I'll go over a short presentation that you all received yesterday. If you have any questions or anything, just unmute yourself and let everybody know. So the primary reason that I wanted to talk to you is that we have our corporate things, our employee value proposition things almost ready. And at one point it's super exciting, but I really need help to make sure that we have good content on those new channels. Is that we have our corporate things, our employee value proposition things almost ready. And at one point it's super exciting, but I really need help to make sure that we have good content on those new channels. Is that we have our corporate things, our employee value proposition things almost ready. And at one point it's super exciting, but I really need help to make sure that we have good content on those new channels. When I share my screen, the computer is extremely noisy. Okay, mute. Okay, sorry for that. It's already bad to hear me once, hearing me twice. That's not, nobody deserves that. Yeah, I know that. So we will talk about our new OLX Group visual and positioning. There's an agency working us, helping us with that. And I want to give you the status and then some deadlines. Then our global content calendar, a little bit of crisis communication, and then in any other business, Nora will share with us her plans for Bulgaria. And also, if Kamayan is in the call, she told me she would like to share a little bit of what was done for the hiring hackathon we had in India. That was very nice. So talking about our employer value proposition. So this is our core message, like how we are, how we describe ourselves to newcomers, to people. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that. As everybody in communications, you guys know, everything in communications is like this. Everyone has an opinion. So after listening to all the leaders, we crafted this message. Actually, it has Brad's heart on it. I am really happy with this as how it describes us. But I think that after we have the OLX Group brand positioning, we can still make some changes to be a little bit more looking at the future and inspiring. But we cannot do that right now, as we don't know yet what will be our key positioning as the OLX Group. Nevertheless, if you didn't look in detail, please take a look if there's anything that is not matching, or do you think that is potential to improve, just put a comment on the slide, and I will review that before I put it live in our new website. And these are the core benefits. It's just one additional thing to the core message that we describe, you know, the impact that we have, the culture, and our vision. And this, I'm really happy, thanks to our team, our tech team in Portugal, and also our design team in Argentina. This work was totally done in-house. The design by the team in Argentina, and all the tech things by the team in Portugal. So really appreciate it. Not final yet. You might see that there are some things that still needs fine tune. So for example, the second one, that you have the drop down menu, but then you can see the picture on the background. So there's still some things to change. The difference in size of fonts and this type of things, but it's all being finalized. Also the brands, how they talk to each other is going to be in alphabetical order. It's going to be, we're making the last adjustments, but I think from what we had today, the Join OLX, this is really an advance. It really shows that we are at least represents what it is today, and I think it's a good job. It's not the future website we want to have. I'll tell you a little bit more about it in the end of this call, but it's already is a great thing, and then done totally in-house. This is how you visualize the web. If you guys went through the entire presentation, you see that in the end I left you guys the login for the new website, so you can explore it. Feel free to look at it, and if you find any screen that looks a bit weird, just take a print screen and send it to me. That we are now in the fine-tuning phase. The good thing with this new Join OLX, that we'll try to put Join OLX Group as our title for now, and in the end of the year we will migrate to then a corporate site that will be called olxgroup.com. But for now we'll continue to be Join OLX as our career website. That we have three new channels, actually 4, sorry, that we're going to, that I want to highlight all the time for our global communications. I don't know if you all heard, there is the OLX Group engineering blog. This is being done by the tech teams, has no involvement with comms, and they are doing a pretty good job, considering that they're out there doing themselves. But I'm going to look at this channel and now in the next 6 months to see how, with our comms expertise, we can help them to boost their blog even more. I just created this morning our corporate YouTube channel. So instead of hosting our videos in the website like we had before the Join OLX, we're going to have everything on the YouTube, all that is corporate. So if you have any videos, for example, Poland made a video about how it's to work in Poland last year, just send it to me and I will put it in our channel. And as soon as it's ready, I'll share with all of you, and all your expertise will be highly welcome. The Instagram, so I think we're doing a good job. My apologies, sometimes you got error because I put it on my phone account. I have my Instagram and I have the OLX Group, and when I'm connected to the OLX Group, you guys cannot log in. So I will pay attention to disconnect all time so you guys can post it. And I was thinking maybe you could involve all your content marketing team to help us with that. I know the Bizo team, when they have great things that they do for employer branding as well. Content with employees and with videos. I know Indonesia, I saw the videos they do, testimonials with employees, also super nice. If you can send me the names of people that works with content marketing in your countries, I will put together this network of people that can help us to put content on those global channels. And then our LinkedIn page. that I'll go a little bit more in detail on the next page. So we changed the pictures. I refreshed the content. I will update it again, but this will be constant things. And I'm asking you guys to send me more content, PR news that you have that are relevant in your market, anything that you have right now. And then with the content calendar that I will go soon with you guys in a bit, I think we can structure better and then create content to put in our channels. Another thing that I need your help, Nora sent me a link with all the pictures from Kiev. But if you all have pictures done in your office that are not too outdated, you don't need to send me all, but like 2, 3, 4 that are the best ones. I will create an album of pictures of our offices that I will put it on our LinkedIn page. So anything you have, send it to me as soon as possible. And then next, we're going to plan ahead and our content. I will go in a minute with the calendar of events, but there is a live page that I'm trying to get Konstantina, which is our tech recruiter in Berlin, to manage this page, to be really about tech people. How is the life of a tech person in our company? The picture album that I already told you, and really plan the content that we're going to have in the next months. I'll go that in a second. I don't know why this is here. Sorry. Let's go to the content and I come back. So the content calendar, you guys all have the link. So the idea is that we know what's happening that is significant. So for example, when you have an Autodom event in Poland, we can make this in the eyes of the employees, or even as a corporate to our new website and feature there. But also significant holidays that you have in your countries, even if it's like, Independence Day or some holy party or something that is really important. The New Year's, you will see that October, for example, we have Diwali, which is the Indians' New Year's. We have Pink October. We have Cybersecurity Month that is celebrated all around the world. So we have a lot of contents that we can plan what to do as a group. That would for sure generate a lot of press releases and things that for you guys to do, but also some content for us to work on our social media. So the idea is that you guys help me to map everything that is internal. It could be user campaign, user events as well. External, the days that you have in your countries, and how we can share the content. And then let's use our creativity to see if we, for example, there's some for Diwali, they always say Happy Diwali. So we're going to record a video with all the employees in India saying Happy Diwali, and then we make an edition super nice, and then we feature in our LinkedIn, but also some nice pictures of people on our Instagram feed. We can plan and do really nice things ahead with our employees that I think that will be very important. And then moving ahead, so this is already starting. I really would like your help to help me to do August, September, and October, the content by the end of next week, whatever we have. Sorry, let's go to November, because August is already middle of the month. So we can plan and see what to do in the next 3 months. And I'm gonna all the tools and channels will be revamped very, very soon. As soon as I can do it, I can do them. And then you all know, I've been talking about it. There is an agency helping us to look at the OLX brand and at the OLX Group brand. So they are talking to all the country managers and all the marketeers, and we had some workshops in the countries just to give them a business feeling of how our company are. our companies are, because we have lots of them, and they are right now working on, they're finishing the last interviews and working on what would be the OLX, not OLX Group, but the OLX new vision for the brand, new vision, visual positioning, etc. So how can we really modernize our brand to represent Panamera, to represent this tech company that we want to be. And right next to it, they will focus on the OLX Group brand. And there's several ways that this can happen. It can be, it can go like some, which I don't believe, like something that looks like we have today. I don't think that will be the case. Or it can be something totally different from the OLX brand. Although the name will continue to be OLX Group, but it will represent all of the other brands in terms of color, in terms of tone of voice, and photography and everything. So they're looking at everything to make sure that the OLX Group represents all of us. It's kind of like what Unilever has done. So Unilever has a lot of good consumer-facing brands, but they have a strong corporate brand underneath everything. And that's the work that we want to do for our company, but it takes time. So now it's just the beginning. If you look at the timeline, they will deliver things in the middle of November. Well, they will deliver like the visual, the look and feel, and the brand book. And then we need to work on the touch points. So I believe that the PowerPoint template, the social media materials, videos, etc., like really how we materialize this new positioning will be ready by mid-December. And we will try as fast as we can to have the olxgroup.com website live. And the part that today is the Join OLX Group will be just the olxgroup.com/careers part of this new website. That will be our main deadline. Any questions so far? Oh, good. I'm gonna move forward. You guys just shout a little bit. I think because this is like what's coming new. A lot of things from our employer brand, great things, but that I need your help to make sure you have a more relevant content for all the markets that we are. And then we can talk about it later. I just wanted to briefly mention to you some other things that I'm working on. I'm happy to say that we have one of the best crisis protocol in place, which was done by Craig's team. Is a PowerPoint, but it's been working very well. You guys are heroes there. You manage all the crises in your countries, and when it escalates, you come to us, and we help as we can and take the appropriate measures. And now Naspers Corporate Comms has done some guidelines, and they have a crisis alert app. I'm really afraid. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't downloaded it yet. I need to do it, but I'm just like, I don't want to complicate something that does not need to be complicated. So for now, you don't need to do anything with the Naspers crisis. Just if you have a crisis that is major than our day-to-day crisis, just let me know immediately. And then if we need to tell Naspers, I will do that. So don't worry about it. But then I will check if there's anything from their protocol. So for example, I will try their app, and if it's good, we might make something for OLX, for the OLX Group. But for now, there's no real action or anything. It's just it's there. So their guidelines are on our share drive. There's a Naspers folder there. So if you guys want to see it, just feel free. But you don't need to do anything about it right now. And then I would like later on 2 volunteers to help finish the global issues positioning, because I know you guys have a lot of things that happen there. I know you have a lot with pets, a lot of things about fraud. We had 2 attempted hacking. Thank God nothing major happened, but we had an attempt. So those type of things I want to be prepared, and we need to have like our statements ready already, and then we can share with everybody, and we don't need to reinvent the wheel every time something happens. So I received things from India, from Dubizo, some things from Colombia as well. I saw their crisis protocol. But if you have anything else, just there's this last bullet, the global issues positioning. Take a look at this document, see if there's anything that you already used there as a positioning that is not there, or any issue that we didn't think of that we need to put it in this document. And from my side, that's it. There's one last thing, which is the Do the Right Thing program, which is our legal compliance program. The way that we are doing this is that we have 1 compliance officer per market that needs to assess what are the possible risks that we have, or the most, the highest risk, and define the 3 priorities we're going to focus. And they will do this until September, and then in September we're going to have some communication to employees about trainings and other actions. So this might come to you via your compliance officer, the ones who helps in internal communications as well. And Naspers is also doing lots of trainings, compliance trainings, about the code of ethics and whistleblower and communications and some other things. I'm going to do the courses first, and then help them to communicate to everybody. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Then Nora, would you like to go through your slides? Did I mute you? Let me just unmute you.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Thanks, Anna. Can you please share the screen again with the presentation?
Yes. I will come to your slide. And
I'll be very short. Just briefly tell you what we're planning to do in terms of PR events and ATL for OLX and for Chat till the end of this fiscal year, because there's some interesting stuff here with us.
Can you see my screen, or?
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Wait. I am sharing. That's super weird. I am sharing to everyone. Yes, everybody can see. I think you need to click on me.
I clicked. Now there's some kind of weird multiple windows.
Yeah, now you see yourself, but now you probably will see my screen.
Oh yeah, that's working now. Okay, thanks.
Sorry, no, it's not
cool.
this. Done. Right, is this one? Okay.
Okay, so we were thinking a lot about what kind of PR is it good to do here in Bulgaria, because we are sending on a monthly occasion different press releases for like different data, or but not working very well. And in fact, there is only one really business media here in Bulgaria, which is called Economedia. So we decided to make a partnership with them. And what our project is going to be, we will have this OLX index on this website called capital.bg. So every month we are going to send them interesting data about the regional markets, other interesting statistics. For example, in January, the most sold item on OLX Bulgaria are Apple iPhones, for example. And everyone will be able to see this information. Also, we will support this partnership with different PR materials every month, again, sharing interesting stuff about our business. And next year, in January, we're going to do an OLX branded video again on the two websites. So we'll have this 6 or 7 month partnership with a lot of OLX content, which I think will be very useful for everyone.
Cool. Next one.
Yeah, next one, thanks. In terms of events, we're planning to do 2 or 3 events in smaller cities in Bulgaria, where we are going to invite the local business. For example, I am from a small city in Bulgaria and I'm having business for producing, I don't know, car parts, for example. So we invite you on this event and share with you very useful and interesting information, what is to sell online, how to be more successful with your business, what are the legal stuff and everything like this. And we invite OLX users from the region to tell and share their experience. And of course, what we do every year in January or at the beginning of February is that we share very interesting yearly information with the media. Again, regional information about most search and sell goods, interesting different categories and stuff like that, which is very weighted by the media every year. So
cool.
That's what
Nora,
going to do.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I just have a question on the number 1. Have you seen this happening in other markets, or this is the first type?
No. Yeah, this is the first type of such event. This is our local idea, which we want to try and see how it works. So I'll definitely share the results afterwards.
That would be great.
Yeah, sure.
And we can also, also tell this from a perspective of employees, and post it on our corporate channels as well. So super happy. When is this the first event that you're gonna have?
The first event is planned for November, and the next one for next year, maybe February or March. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, super.
Okay, so next slide. In terms of idea, we plan these 3 TV campaigns. All of our OLX TV campaigns are based on some data. For example, if we see a problem with the number of NNLs, we do a TV campaign to boost up the NNLs. So you can see what we have planned in August for this year, and the next 2 are for next year, in January and in March.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you additional info when we're ready. And about chat, what we are doing here and plan to do is that we will continue this bloggers and influencers partnership, which is really very successful. If it's interesting for you, I can send you some additional presentations about what we do with them. And we'll have again some partnership with the leading fashion and lifestyle media here in Bulgaria, and we'll do one more event because last month we finished our Shed tour. We did 10 events in different cities, and it was really huge. So we'll do one more event, which is this fashion show. The idea is really cool that secondhand clothes are recycled into high-end fashion items by Bulgarian designers.
That's super cool.
Yeah. And here is the topic with the environment, that you don't have to throw off your clothes. You can sell them on Shed, stuff like that. So it will be nice. I also share the results from this with you.
Super nice. You know that Shed is launching in three new countries.
Yeah.
I think Portugal, Latin America, and I don't remember the next one.
Romania.
And Romania, yeah.
Romania.
Yeah, it would be great to have you all guys together. Sharing the best practices and what you did when you launched in Bulgaria to help the local teams.
Yeah, sure. I think such a meeting is planning now for September.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll definitely share.
I have a question.
The experience.
Is this Paul?
Yeah, this is me. I'm sorry. I have a question for Nora regarding the Shed crew of bloggers and influencers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could you give us detail in regards to how you came across or selected these 10 fierce ladies, and how much are you investing in them?
Yeah, okay. I can write you in addition, so because it's very long. I'll catch up to you after the call about this, okay?
Okay, perfect, thanks.
Super. We can put in our shared drive. I will create a folder for Shed. That would be great if you can put
I can upload everything that we've done for Shed. I've also prepared something like a playbook for Shed. I can also share with you.
Super, super cool.
Okay, I'll do this. And yeah, we'll have one big TV campaign, which will be launched in October. I'll also keep you updated on this. We're still clarifying the creatives and concept and everything.
Super duper. Thank you so much for sharing, Nora. Really appreciate it.
Welcome. Hope it works for you.
Yeah. And I'm super looking forward to see all the Shed materials and make it available to everybody. Really exciting times for everybody.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Is Kamayani or Nikunj, I saw he was in the call. Is Kamayani there?
Hey Anna, no, Kamayani couldn't join the call, so I can talk about the hackathon.
Okay, super.
Sure. So the hackathon, actually we did this time with HackerRank. This was the first of its kind hackathon, wherein we were looking at hiring talent in machine learning and AI space for our global hubs. We did this hackathon on the 22nd of July. It was an online hackathon for 5 days from 22nd to 27th. And then we also had an offline leg, which was the final round just last week. That's what this last Saturday. The interesting part was that we got phenomenal response in the initial registration, and I think I had a chat with our HR team, and they mentioned that we got more than 10,000 registrations for the online leg. That was the first stage of the hackathon. We also did a lot of PR around it, and this time, we picked up our HR head as a spokesperson, and we wanted to break the barriers of just putting Amar forward in the media, and we thought that it would be a great opportunity for our HR leadership to talk to the press. We got some really interesting hits from the media, because this was again also the first time we were talking about global hiring from OLX India. So we got a lot of media interest, and we got coverage in most of the leading newspapers and online media across the country. Now that the hackathon just got over last week, I think today I got an update from our HR team that they have shortlisted about 11 to 12 candidates for the job postings, out of which 8 would be from India, 8 would be placed in India, and other 4 would be, I think, sent across to other countries, which is Lisbon and Buenos Aires. But they are still trying to close those job postings, and we are also planning a second stage of PR interviews for our HR head to talk about how we are strengthening the employee base in the country. And OLX India is now becoming a part of the global hubs, and most of our tech talent is now supporting the global hubs in building innovative products. So that's the second layer of PR that we have just started working on. But the feedback was phenomenal. I think we have got some tremendous coverages, and I can share some of those clips with you on the group.
Super. And I think we should also post more on LinkedIn about
yes.
the main news.
Absolutely. I'll send across some more news clips to you, Anna.
Super. Guys, any comments, questions? I think Julia from Brazil, I am copying a lot of things. We had a meeting so I could understand what they're doing in Brazil. In terms of employer brand, is super, super nice. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they think about our new website and our new tools. But all of you, any questions or suggestions what we can do together as a team to boost our global channels? Is that going to be useful to you guys? The new website to hiring. I know for HR is crucial because they need to hire a lot of people. Like we're hiring almost 300 people in for our tech hubs. So for them is a priority number one. But I also want to hear from you in a later stage how we can help to even bring more users and leverage our reputation in our different websites.
Hey, maybe when the website is ready, we can start sharing the link to the website in different communication with the media and with the customers and stuff like that, because now we don't have a website which is appropriate to share with the stakeholders. So I think that will be useful.
Yeah, that's a great point. So one of the things, so right now I'm just this visuals that you guys saw was just like the career side of our website. But I already have a project manager working on what would be our olxgroup.com website.
Yeah, that will be very nice.
Yeah, so a place for us to host our press releases, press inquiries. So I will need all of you to have like the best technology, the KeyCast page that we can, if you have a Bulgarian journalist, go to Nora. If you have a from Portugal, goes to Ricardo. We need to think of how this is going to happen. So we're probably all going to be involved to design this page and, you know, tell us what are your wishes in this sense. What do you need? So a place to put the press releases are basic. But what else can we do in our website that help us? So for example, having a place where I have a brand site that you can share with all our brands, not only OLX or OLX Group, but Autodom, Automoto, Imo Virtual, that the vendors, it can be a locked part of the website or an open one or combined, that we can share with our vendors, marketing agencies, PR agencies, that they can log in and download our latest presentation, our logos, our files, everything. So I think that is something that we can definitely add to this big project for our website. That's very well said, Nora. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that will be great. Thanks.
I'm seeing now, because I was sharing my screen, now I'm seeing the Fifi typed that she cannot say anything, but it's asking the OLX logo be changed. Most likely yes. The OLX, only OLX, they will modernize it. It's not going to change too much, but probably will be changed. Yeah, and then definitely will help with brand positioning and detail plan. Yeah, to share some content and key stories on employees. That would be great. I intend to do in this calendar like 1 month in each one of our markets. For example, March is the month of Romania. Then we have interviews with the employees. We make a video of everybody, and we let them, you know, post a lot on Instagram, but also we post their pictures and their quotes on LinkedIn. So the idea is that each month we're going to go to one country, plus the global content that we decided that we're going to make it. For example, October, we have a lot of things, so it's not going to be able to do that. But every month that we don't have too many things, that we'll go with one country and we make a really nice photo shoot and videos with employees. I think that it will also help with an engagement. That would be really good. Anything else, guys, from your side?
Hi, Anna.
Hi. Amelia, hey.
Yeah. Hi, and I have a question for a crisis protocol.
Okay.
When we revamp our new OLX to the all new OLX, actually we receive a lot of negative sentiment from the user toward in our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah.
So, and then the media pick up all the negative sentiment into some inquiries to us. Gladly, we can manage the media, so there is no negative coverage in the media. But I think we are overwhelmed in doing, corporate to users communication in social media. So, do you have any protocol for crisis for Panamera example? If you can, yeah.
That's a very good question, because we had some problems in South Africa as well. We did have a crisis committee looking at it, how to respond. Luckily, it was not in the media at all. The media did not pick up, but in the social media was huge. We don't have anything that is like I don't have in our share folder because we did it on demand. But I can rescue these materials and put it in there, and we can all prepare for it. That's a great, that's a great suggestion.
Thank you. And the other thing about the employer branding, so we want make public know us as a tech company, right?
Yes.
But in the near future, Indonesia won't have their product and tech team with us.
Yeah, I know.
So so when we create the content about tech and product to media or social media, we don't have any figure in it. So how about if we talk about the data science? Is it okay? Because in this August we make this month for PR. It's a data science month. So we pitch the story about our data scientists. We collaborate with the community about data science. So we we share story about data gathering and data revolution for development. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's great. Can you share the materials?
So okay, I will share it with you.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea to start talking about it. Yeah, unfortunately with the Panamera, the teams in Indonesia and in Philippines, the tech teams, they're going to be reduced because we're consolidating our tech hubs in Berlin, Buenos Aires, and Delhi for Panamera. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, anything, and if we in our message needs to turn down there in Indonesia to talking about product and tech, we can also do that. So you can be more comfortable. So if you feel that anything in our message is needs to be reviewed for Indonesia media, let me know, and I'm happy to do that.
Okay, I will. Thanks, Anna.
Super, great. Anything else? No? We're gonna do this call in less than 1 hour? Was it really like a clear everything, or did I go too fast? Or
No, it's clear.
Anything that you guys would like to share?
I have one last question. Maybe it's a little bit early to ask, but do you think we will have some kind of additional budget for the communication of the new logo and brand positioning and stuff like that? Or this will be for the next fiscal year, maybe?
That's a very good question that I have no absolutely idea. You mean for the OLX logo, not for the OLX, right?
Yeah.
I need to ask Fede how this is happening. I don't know if it has any central budget that can be distributed to the countries. I will ask him and I will get back to you guys. For the OLX group, launch, I will plan some things. I will try to do will be like corporate things, some suggestions. to do a campaign internally. So we will start with the campaign internally for our employees to really feel part of the OLX group. And then externally, we can also plan some things. I think there is a space for PR or for some nice things. But this is too soon. I still don't have it. And then I will see if I can cover some expenses or even like produce some merchandise to send to you guys to celebrate it. That
would be great.
Yeah, that would be super great. The only thing is that I have to share with all of you my frustration. The bags that I thought that we did for the Winning Story campaign, I love them. I think they're so gorgeous. I always have here with me at my house, actually in my living room. If you had a camera, I was going to show you guys. And I had so many problems to send it across. It was more expensive to send it to you than to produce it in the Netherlands. And for example, the 400 pieces to Buenos Aires, they came back to us. So we paid the shipment twice, and I got 400 bags that I had no use for in Hoofddorp. So I just need to see, I have the budget, and I just need to see how we're gonna do this merchandise. So maybe we allocate the budget to you guys to print something, but we're gonna do something for the OLX group for sure.
Yeah, that will be much better. Just send us the creatives and we'll produce this locally.
Yeah, Fife, that's what I'm gonna do. Fife said the same thing. I'll give you all the guidelines and you guys, I will make the layout and everything, and you guys produce it locally. Cool. In Europe is easier to produce, but then to the other countries is a little bit more complicated. And then Fifi also has a question about update on CSR for the OLX group. Unfortunately not, and that's only because my entire time is focused on the brand and the website, so this became a little bit secondary. But it's definitely part of our identity as the OLX group. And I do have an agency to help us to craft this, our messaging and what we want to do. So I'm glad that you put it in this. I'm putting on my to-do list to see if we can get at least some guidelines or our global calls in the next 2-3 months, so we can launch it all together with the new OLX group. Not promising, because it will depend on approvals and everything, but I will do my best to have some guidance and some things that we could do as a company.
Anna, one more question. Any update on the Brand's Eye discussion that you were having for the social listing?
Yeah, so they sent us the quote twice, and then Fed and I had a little bit of an argument with them because it's too expensive, and they're not covering everything that we need. Okay. And just for you guys know, I also talked this morning to Meltwater. I know India uses Meltwater. There's another country that also uses them. And I use them for our clipping service in the mornings. And they ensured me that they can be with us globally. I honestly doubt it, because some countries where we are not that easy. They don't have if they don't have any other customers, why would they invest to build a team over there? But I'm also talking to them. So my preference is for Brand's Eye for 2 reasons. Their product is better, way better than Meltwater, and the crowd makes it accurate. Right. So I have no doubt that they have a better solution for us than the Meltwater. However, I need them to be faster and to be cheaper. So Fede and I will talk to them for, I think, the 5th time next week on Wednesday, and then if we don't reach to a conclusion, then I will completely give up this as a global project, and we continue to do things. You guys hire whoever you guys think it's best, because we're not gonna reach a global agreement. I still have hopes, so let's see what happens on Wednesday. If I don't get back to you guys on Thursday, just ping me and I will let you know how things go.
Sure.
Paola, questions?
Yeah, I have two questions. The first of all, during this month, we are carrying out a very soft launch of Stradia in our Latin American market, specifically for Argentina, which happened this week. And then throughout the next few weeks, we'll have Stradia launched with Colombia, Ecuador, and finally Peru. I was wondering if anybody had any materials regarding a boilerplate or a little descriptive paragraph of Stradia and global information. I ask because my regional Stradia team has been having some difficulty pinpointing their position and trying to understand what PR information is from a marketing brief. So I'm trying to see if anybody else has any other information regarding Stradia, or if they've launched Stradia in their markets and have information they can share with me so I can finally get my point across. And also another question, this is for you, Ana, regarding our global newsletter. Would it be possible to send us the media outlets that your provider is monitoring to check if they have all the most important news outlets from each of the markets? Because I see that we do get some publications from Latin America from some main media, but some of them get left out as well. So I was just wondering if that was a possibility to help out define it.
Yeah. To your second, I go to the first later because I do have some answers. But to your second point, I can. The list is enormous, and we had to filter a lot because otherwise I was receiving 300, 400 news per day, and it was too much. And one important thing, and that's also something that I tell Meltwater that they don't have the best product that they could, is that all the media that they monitor are the open media. So, for example, Financial Times has only a small part free. The rest you have to pay.
Okay.
So they don't go and get this content. It's also because they are not allowed by law to do that in this way. So maybe it could be that your main papers, if they're not online and open, Meltwater, we're never going to get them.
Okay.
So if there's any news in your countries that is not being highlighted in our daily newsletter, send it to me. Then we put the link and make sure that is on the edition the next day.
Okay.
But that's how the filter works. I had to filter. So for you to have an idea, our first filter was 30%. So to cover only 30% of the entire network, the most read newspapers. And that was about 300 news that I received every day.
No, that's too much. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so that's why we have to filter to get to this.
Okay.
And about Stradia. So you probably have the brand book of Stradia, so I can rescue that. And I had an idea, so we could ask Ola to send us what is the boilerplate for Automoto, and also for Autovit in Romania. And Ricardo is here too for Stand Virtual. If we have a boilerplate.
Yeah, that sounds good. Actually, that's a really good idea. I was thinking about it. But I didn't dare because I didn't know what to ask. So I'm glad you brought it up. That sounds good because I need the regional team to understand a little bit about our global background, which is something we're lacking. And in order for us to give good storytelling, because we still don't have strong numbers. Most of the numbers we do have that journalists ask for they're preliminary numbers because Stradia started rolling out in July. So I need them to understand a little bit about Stradia, our global brands from the same concept and their performance, and basically learn why it's coming out and whatnot. And we're kind of lacking on that. So that's why I was asking for the information so I can brief them on that.
Super. And I think it's also nice. I'm helping the HR team in Portugal with a press release that about the tech hub that we're launching there. And it's for verticals. So we're talking a lot about our verticals. And one thing that can help the team in Latin as well is to talk about, we're #1 vertical for cars in Portugal with Stand Virtual, in Poland with Automoto, and Romania with Autovit. So we have, and of course, Avito cars. Brazil, OLX cars in Brazil is also the biggest one. I know in India we are also the biggest one in OLX. So to show that we have expertise in buying and selling of used cars, so we can use some of this message in your explanation as well.
Okay, thanks a lot. That helps.
Super duper.
One last thing, Anna, actually just an open question for all. Basically, we have just started our India Live It page, which is a sub community only for the Indian employees. I think there's something like this, which also the Philippines, which Philippines also has. Now, the idea of creating a community for India page was to make sure that all the casual conversations, birthday wishes, the internal updates could be shared on the Live It page for the employees, rather than using the all India email ID on regular day-to-day basis. While I'm also working on a plan to increase a lot of employee engagement activities on the Live It page, which could be more customized, which could be more local. So just wanted to check if any of the other countries has their own has their own Live It page, and if you guys are managing it, are you doing some sort of interesting employee engagement activities just to get some learnings from what other countries are doing? So if there's any interesting case study that you guys can share, that would be wonderful for me to take some learnings from there.
I know, Nikunj, I know Poland has a closed group.
Okay.
They didn't let me in, so this one I don't know how it goes.
Okay.
The only thing is that I noticed that not many Polish people post on the Global Live It. So I'm okay of countries markets having their own page, and I saw that the type of publication you guys are doing in India, I think it's great. Just don't forget to post the main things that can be shared on the
Absolutely.
on the Global Live It. Yeah.
Absolutely. So the purpose of the India page is just to put on very, very local content, which is like birthday wishes, work anniversaries. If there's any interesting thing at a local level, if people want to share some winning story, we can do that, and maybe just wishing each other. So that's the whole purpose of having an India page that we have kind of established recently.
Yeah, no, I think the way you guys are doing your community is really good. Because you have your local things and that are completely engaging for local, but wouldn't be engaging for global. But you guys still post a lot in the global community, and you can easily visualize. If you go to the homepage of Live It, you can visualize all the publications. You don't need to go to separate communities to see the news in the communities you're on. So if you guys want more information on how to do that, how to set up local pages and versus global pages, let me know, that I can also make a small video to share.
Okay, sure, Anna.
And I'll put you in contact with the team in Poland that does their community.
Absolutely, that would be great.
Something else, guys? Super. I think so. Nora already left. I think we're good. If you guys have anything else, just let me know. Drop me an email. I'm gonna follow up on the 4 topics I have here from you guys. And if you can help me with the calendar, that would be great. Then I will volunteer you. Somebody told me the word voluntold to help me with creating the content per month, highlighting your markets, but also working on a nice global content projects. Okay? Super duper, thank you. I will send you the link if you want to have this hangout was recorded. If you want to hear yourself again, you have the link. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Anna. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.